Hello and welcome to today's webinar on getting started with Brightspace for K-8 educators. So today's webinar is for educators teaching elementary level students, and today's focus is on using Brightspace to create engaging learning platforms, supporting your communication with students and families, and how to document student learning. My name is Puneet Kaur, and I'm the success coach with D2L. My role is to partner with K-12 educators and leaders to align Brightspace technology with their educational goals and achieve student success. Prior to joining D2L, I worked as a curriculum analyst, education researcher, and elementary level educator. So before I begin with today's webinar, some housekeeping items. So for today's session, the Q&A and chat are disabled. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact us at bridget.brogan@d2l.com. And recording and slide deck for today's webinar will be available to you on the Teaching and Learning website for your reference. So the agenda for today's webinar, I'll begin with understanding some key terms, the learning objectives for today's webinar, and then I'll walk you through how to set up your homepage, which is great to help your student into the easy navigation into the course, using activity feed for having the instant communication with students and families, and how to use portfolio tool to record student learning evidence and to monitor their learning progression. And in the end, I'll roll out some great resources, which are bite-sized videos and documentation on how you can use Brightspace. So understanding some key terms. So D2L means desire to learn. D2L is the name of a company. And our product is Brightspace Learning Management System. So Brightspace LMS is compatible to a variety of devices like laptops, desktops, smaller devices like phones, iPads and tablets, and also in different operating systems like iOS, Android, and Windows. And we have this fantastic page by the name of Brightspace Community, which is a hub of information related to Brightspace and D2L. And if you have an account with Brightspace Community, so you can even ask questions and some D2L expert will get back to you and help you with your queries. So learning objectives for today's webinar. So by the end of today's webinar, you will be able to edit your homepage, post a message to the activity feed, and begin using the portfolio tool to document student progress. With this, I'm going to move into a live Brightspace environment where I'll show you how you can set up these tools. Give me a moment as I get into my Brightspace course. All right, so what you're seeing on the screen right now is the Brightspace learning environment. There could be a possibility that you might not see certain options in the tools in your Brightspace learning environment. That could be because at your district, maybe the settings have been done that way purposefully. And if you would like to use the options that you see in today's webinar, please contact your Brightspace administrator, or you can even email us for assistance. So what you're seeing on the screen right now is the Brightspace course homepage. It is the landing page when you get into a Brightspace course. So the 3x3 grid on the top, also called as the waffle, if you just click over here, it will help you to look into different courses that are available to you. The most relevant courses, you can simply pin them and they'll be seen to you on the top. And this envelope icon helps you to send and receive the instant messages or emails to your students or colleagues. And from here, you get the subscription alerts related to your course. And this bell icon actually sends you the notification of any update that has been made to the course, something that you might have uploaded into the course, or if there is an assignment submission from the student, all those notifications you're going to receive from this bell icon. And here you will see your name. And as you click over here on your name, you can actually get into your profile and account settings. So this area where you are seeing different tools is called as the nav bar or the navigation bar. And as the name suggests, this helps you to navigate into the course and it gives you an easy access to the different tools that are available to you. So you can make changes to your own nav bar. For that, you need to click on these three dots or ellipses. So as you click on these three dots or ellipses, it will give you two options, either to edit this nav bar or manage all courses nav bars. So you may want to avoid manage all courses nav bars because you may end up changing the nav bar for different courses that are run at your school, district, or state level. So you need to go to edit this nav bar. And as I click on edit this nav bar, you can see that there is an option to add or remove different tools from your nav bar. So in case you're thinking of removing any tool from your nav bar, you simply have to press on this cross button. So as I click on cross, you'll see that that specific tool has been simply removed from your nav bar. In case you are thinking of adding a link to the tool into your navbar, you can simply click on add link. And as you go into add links, you need to go to system links. And from here, you will see that all the different tools that are available within our Brightspace to you can be seen from here. And something that is most relevant to you, you can simply click on that. I'm going to just check this box and I'm going to press add. And you can see that that specific icon to that tool is added to your navbar. Now, if you check this box, it helps you to remove the icon-based view of the navbar. So you can even enable it by simply checking this box. So enabling an icon-based view of the navbar is helpful for especially younger learners who are just beginning to read, or simply you can even use them for English language learners. But if in case you're teaching high grade students, you can simply uncheck this box and you can only see the names of the tools that are available to students in their navbar. And as I press save and close, you'll see that the changes that I've made to my navbar can be seen from here. Another great thing that you can do into your Brightspace course homepage is you can change the image of this banner. So this banner is great to give a very personalized and welcoming experience to the students. There are a lot more options that can be added to this course homepage banner, but for today's purpose, I'm just going to show you how you can you can change the image of this banner. So for that, again, you need to click on these three dots or ellipses. So it takes me to the banner settings and I need to go to change image. So as we get into change image, you can see that there is abundance of photographs that are available to us. You can even upload any photo from the upload option from here from your own computer. Any photo which you think speaks more to your students, simply a class group photograph or any other photograph with which your students are more connected to, you can simply upload that from your own computer, or you can even change the photographs from what is available to you over here. You can change the image according to any ongoing theme in your school or any activity that you're following, or simply that is according to the weather or even an image that speaks more to your students. So for today's purpose, I'm just going to show you how if you are teaching elementary level students, how you can simply select photographs for the elementary students. So for example, I'm going to use this image and this gets uploaded to my course homepage. And you can see now that the image in the banner has been changed. Another very interesting thing that you can do with your course homepage is change the layout of your course homepage. So basically, when you change the layout of your course homepage, it actually changes the look and feel of your whole course homepage and also helps students in an easy navigation across the course. So just to change the layout of how you want the widgets or different options available to students, you need to go all the way down to the bottom of the course homepage, and you'll see that an ellipsis will appear here. You need to click on this ellipsis and you need to go to the first option, which is manage home pages. So while going to manage home pages, the first thing that needs to be checked is which home page is active. So you can see that there are different home pages available to you, and the active home page has this active option written next to it with this check icon. So one very important step that you need to follow over here is you need to click on downward arrow next to the active home page and create a copy. This step is extremely important because if you start editing directly into this homepage, which was already existing, you might change the layout of all the course homepages that are run in your school district or state level. So when you create a copy of this homepage, this is actually the specific homepage for your own course. So that this is the reason why creating a copy of your homepage is very important. So as you create the copy of this homepage, the next step that you need to follow is you need to go in the active homepage box, click the downward arrow, and select the copy homepage. And you need to apply. You'll see that now the copy of the homepage is active. And then you need to simply click into this copy, and it will take you to the option of changing the layout of your course homepage. So one great tip, you can simply change the date. Or you can simply add a date to the copy of the course homepage to for yourself to keep a record of when last did you change your course homepage. And from here, you'll see that the different layout of the course homepage are available to you. So especially for younger learners, it's great to have a large left panel layout because it's helpful for their navigation. And I just selected the left large panel option and I just updated it. And then the next thing that you can do is what you'll see over here is a layout of the blueprint rather of the layout of your homepage. So from here, you can add widgets of your choice, which you think are most relevant for your own classroom. So the recommended widget for younger learners is to have the activity feed on the left side. And on the right side, you can, for example, the recommended widget to go is the announcements widget, and simply check that the widget that you want on the right side and press add. And you'll see that the announcements widget has been added on the right side of your course homepage. And as I press save and close, the changes that I made to my homepage will be active. I'm going to go in my course homepage again. And you'll see that the announcements widget that I added into my course homepage is active. And I have this layout, which is large left panel and a smaller right panel. So these are the different changes that you can make to your course homepage. Very helpful to get your students started and for an easy navigation into your course. Another thing that you can, another tool that you can use with your students is the activity feed tool. So activity feed just works like the agenda in your real classroom. So it is a great tool to use to share quick information with your students, any reminders or any important message with students and families. Apart from that, you can also direct students to a specific activity or a lesson using the activity feed. And also, if you're at your district school or state level, if you're using Brightspace for Parents, so whatever information you add to the activity feed gets automatically pushed to Brightspace for Parents. So the families get automatically notified to whatever information that you're adding here. So to set up your activity feed, you need to press on this blue button with plus icon on that. So as you click on this blue button, it will take you to the option of writing a message or an assignment. You can create a quick assignment using an activity feed, but for today's purpose, I'm just going to show you how you can send a quick message to your students. So in this small HTML bar, you can simply put your message, and it even gives you the option to do the small editing to the text that you post. And if you check this option over here, it allows you to students to post comments. There could be some messages where you may not want your students to get engaged with. So you can simply uncheck this box, and the comment section gets disabled. But for today's purpose, I'm just going to keep it open. You can make your activity feed message really interactive. You can upload a file from your computer, or you can simply add a link to an existing activity. It could be a lesson or any interesting video that you may have added to your course and you want your students to have a look at. You can even attach a web link, and you can even attach any file from the Google Drive. So you simply need to sync your Google Drive with Brightspace course. In case you have not done that, there would be very easy prompts that help you to connect your Google Drive with Brightspace course. And in the similar way, you can even attach files from OneDrive. And from this icon, you can attach some video from the web. And you have two options over here. Either you can post this message at a later time. So if you click on post later, it will help you to schedule your post for a later date and time. Very helpful if you're ahead of time, you're planning some important information to go across to your students. Maybe you may want some important message to go on the first day of reopening the school. So you can set it up prior to the holidays, and it would be uploaded on the date and time that you select. Or you can simply right away post this feed by clicking on the post option. For today's purpose, I'm just going to click on post. So as I post this message, you'll see that this is showing in my course homepage wall. By clicking on the ellipsis, it even gives me the option to pin this post to the top. You may want to pin one or two posts on the top, which would be relevant for a longer period of time, or maybe you want your students uh, to have a look at it every day before they start their day. So it's a great way to pin post to the top, and with the subsequent activity feed post that you make, that the pin post will not move. The third very great tool that I'm going to talk about today is the portfolio tool. So portfolio tool is this little leaf icon that you're seeing in your nav bar. So portfolio tool just works like a filing cabinet in the classroom, where you must be maintaining the 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 folders for different students and just filing in a cabinet in your classroom. The beauty of portfolio is that you can maintain it year on year. And if students have been using Brightspace consistently, so if you're a grade 4 teacher and you can actually have a look at what student has been submitting since grade 1, and you can monitor the student's learning progression by looking into the archived portfolio learning evidence that student has submitted so far. And another great feature about portfolio is that teacher has complete control over the student evidence. And you can even maintain each student's privacy, because every portfolio is unique to each student. So that means that none of the students can peek into other students' portfolio. So as you get into the portfolio tool, it helps you to have a view according to the student's portfolio or based on the evidence submitted by the students. As you go into the settings, it helps you to enable the avatar for students by enabling the Funster mode. So in the Funster mode, especially for younger learners, it's great for students because they can set up the fun avatars for themselves instead of using their regular profile photos. So this is something great and really interests the younger learners. So you can simply check this option here. And you can give freedom to your students as to how they would like to submit their learning evidence. They can simply upload a learning evidence using the portfolio web tool, that is through their laptop or desktop, without downloading the app, or they can even upload a learning evidence through the portfolio app in a shared class device that you must be using in your classroom, or a family device mode, which students must be using at their home, and the siblings must be sharing a device for their portfolio. Or you can even have the portfolio, the student can even have the portfolio app in the my device mode, where the student is using their own personalized device. So I would like to check all the options to give student the freedom to upload the learning evidence from different ways. And you need to simply press save. So you can even create categories for the different learning evidence that students submit. So for example, you may want to create a category for All About Me portfolio, where student shares all the information related to themselves. And as you hit save, you can see that a category by the name of All About Me has been created, and the related learning evidence can be pushed into this category. So to be able to use the portfolio app or the portfolio tools, you need to have the ClassPass cards ready. So the ClassPass cards are actually it's a way to open the door into the portfolio app for students. So students need to scan this every time whenever they want to use the portfolio tool. It's very, very important and helpful for students in maintaining their privacy. So the great feature about ClassPass Guide app is a ClassPass Guide is that when student simply uploads a learning evidence using the portfolio tool, the instructor has the authority to approve the evidence. Only then it would be pushed into the student portfolio. So through and you can keep these ClassPass guides just ready for you if on your screen if you're teaching on an online platform. In case you are teaching students in a physical classroom, you can have them printed and just they can lie in your cupboards, and as and when students want, the specific student can simply scan their own ClassPass card, and that can be that opens the door to the portfolio tool, and they can simply collect a learning evidence that they may want to. You can even log into the portfolio app by clicking here. It gives the very simple steps to download the app and log in to the app and set it up for yourself. And instructors have full control over what kind of learning evidence students are recording in their portfolio tool. So you can simply approve the evidence that student is submitting in case you see something that is not relevant, or something some evidence that needs to be redone or revisited. You can simply give a feedback to the student, and they can submit again, and you can approve, and it can be pushed into the student portfolio. With this, I come to the end of the live demo for today's webinar. So a quick recapitulation. So today you learned how to edit your homepage, post a message to the activity feed, begin using the portfolio tool to document student progress. These are some great resources for your reference. Please feel free to look into them. They are just awesome and will help you in using Brightspace. And we also have these great Brightspace guided training for our users. So the Brightspace guided training is available to you through the Brightspace community page. So these are actually the self-guided content, or you can even attend the instructor guided training webinars. You need to just get into the Brightspace community page. And you can see what all webinars are available, and whatever suits your need, please feel free to register and attend these webinars. I'm sure they are awesome. And with this, I come to an end to today's webinar. I greatly appreciate your time and patience. Thank you and have a good night.